Coaches are Allison Tunnel and Madison Cossett. And now the starters for the Saints. The right fielder leading off, number 27, Eneli Garza. Batting second, the left fielder, number 25, Kaylee Luna. Batting third, the catcher, number 32, Joanna Gonzalez. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 16, Ariel Montgomery. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 8, Julissa Moreno. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 3, Madison Nunn. Batting seventh, the second baseman, 00, Catlin Esparza. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 20, Abby Elizondo. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 23, Aileen Campos. And the pitchers, number 1, Angela Rodriguez. And the rest of the Saints. The head coach is Bruce Luddington. The assistant coach is Alex Garcia, Nicholas Espinoza, and Jody Armijo, and student assistant Jenna Roman.
He said the base is too high.
Yeah, a little bit.
He said the base is too high.
As we strive for triumph in softball. Help us stay safe from injury, both physical and emotional, and to reflect the true spirit of sportsmanship. Whether we win or lose, let it all be a part of life lessons. Help us to grow in excellence in body, mind, and spirit as we represent OLLU and Bellevue. Amen.
Sorry about that. That's fun. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Final game of the OLLU Nationwide Classic here on the OLLU Saints Network. Here from the OLLU Softball Stadium here on the west side of San Antonio and the beautiful campus of Our Lady of Lake University. Mike Thompson here. Bellevue Bruins out of Bellevue, Nebraska will be the home team as the host school, Our Lady of Lake, will be the away team here this afternoon. Batting order for the Saints. It's going to be Eneli Garza will be leading things off in right field for the Saints. Batting second, Kaylee Luna. 3 spot, Joanna Gonzalez. Cleanup will be Ariel Montgomery. Ulises Moreno, the DP in the 5 spot. Maddie Nunn, number 6 in the order. Caitlin Esparza, 7th in the order. Abigail Elizondo, 8. And finishing things out in the 9 spot, it's going to be Angela Ramirez. I'm sorry, Eileen Campos, as Angela Ramirez will be in the circle for the Saints. Defensively for Bellevue, Young will be in right, Montero in center, Egan in left, Arnold at first, Kidman at second, Russell will be over at third, Weimeister in short, O'Driscoll again behind the plate, and Savannah Gunn, the Texas native, on the circle for Bellevue. Bellevue coming in here now 3-2 on the season. Dropping a 6-5 game earlier today to Ottawa University out of Arizona. Coming in here, third matchup against the Saints this weekend. They've taken the previous 2. Coming up against Our Lady of the Lake University, the Saints. The Saints now 1-3, 9-6. They're now 1-3 on the year. Saints out of the Red River Athletic Conference. Bellevue out of the North Star Athletic Association. So Savannah Gunn finishing up her warm-ups here. As our
leading off the top of the first inning for Saints, right fielder number 27, Anelli Garza.
So Anelli Garza to lead things off for the Saints. 429 on the year is Garza with an RBI. 0 for 3 against Bellevue this weekend. So take a quick second here. Fouled off. All right, so no balls, 2 strikes here to count to Garza. Back here, making sure everything's right video-wise, as we had a little bandwidth warning come at us, but I think hopefully we're okay now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garza. 429 going up here against Gunn. Gunn a .630 earned run average this year. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .375 against the Texas native. Was that pitch called a strike 3, 1 down. As that, it's going to bring up Kaylee Luna to the plate now.
25, Kaylee Luna.
So Luna making her way up to the plate here. That's a bouncer over the reach of Gunn. Throw over and safe. Luna beats out the throw as the charging Blymeister tried to get there to it. So a runner at first now with 1 out. And that will bring up Joanna Gonzalez to the plate.
Gonzalez.
As Joanna Gonzalez steps up here with 1 out and 1 aboard. Gonzalez, a junior out of San Benito, Texas. As Gunn stands by on the rubber with the pitch up high for a ball, 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Gonzalez now .308 this year, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, .357 for the catcher. That's Savannah Gunn. There, that's going to be ripped there. Backhanded there by Blymeister. Gets over to first, 2 away, but the runner advances to second. So runner in scoring position now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ariel Montgomery to the plate.
For the first baseman, number 16, Ariel
So Ariel Montgomery was hitless up until yesterday. And she hit a solo shot to right field for the junior from Castroville, Medina Valley grad. Steps in here against Savannah Gunn. Luna at second. The pitch, that's going to drop there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Montgomery. Melissa Moreno in the on-deck circle. If Montgomery can reach base here. 0-1 the count here. That's going to be up in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here to Ariel Montgomery. Last game of the OLLU Nationwide Classic. Been a fun weekend, successful, a lot of viewers, and hopefully do it again next year when we can have people out here at this park. That's sent down the right field side. It's going to fly in the corner. Luna rounding third on her way home, going to score, and the Saints will take a 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. RBI number 2 for Ariel Montgomery.
1 in, 1 on, 2 outs.
So with 2 outs and a runner at second, Ulyssa Moreno comes up now, the DP. As Moreno Moreno 2 for 10 this weekend. And the pitch there is for a strike, and 0-1 the count there to Moreno. Saints trying to bounce back. They've lost 3 straight here after taking the first game on Friday morning. 1-3 now on the season. Been a rough start for the teams to the Red River. Called strike there. No balls, 2 strikes. Both the Saints and Houston Victoria going 1-3 the first 2 days. And a surprise for Houston Victoria after such a strong start their first game, then dropping the next 3. That's a liner right over to second. And Kidman will get that, and 3 away. Saints will leave 1 aboard, but they get 1 across. 1-0 Saints lead. Bottom of the first coming up. Bellevue, their first at bat. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Caitlin Kidman to lead things off for Bellevue. Kidman, big weekend, 500 the average on the year so far, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Started off game 1 earlier today with a solo shot, but this one not going to go as well. She pops up as Joanna Gonzalez comes away with that on the foul out and 1 away. So Allison O'Driscoll coming up on the 2 spot. And Ashley Young also due up here in the bottom half of the first. As the rest of the lineup, Rockford will be cleaning up. Egan in the 5 spot, Russell 6, Blymeister 7th, Arnold 8th, and 9 spot will be Montero. We'll get the defenses for the Saints coming for you here in just a moment. As 1 ball, no strikes there as Angela Ramirez on the circle for the Saints. Defensively for the Saints, Garza in right, Nunn in center, and Luna in left field. Montgomery over at first. Esparza at second, Elizondo at third, and that's going to be popped up. Montgomery trying to get over, and it's going to be out of play. Foul. The count 1-1. Campos at shortstop. Joanna Gonzalez behind the plate, and again, Angela Ramirez in the circle for the Saints. Ramirez a 3.42 earned run average so far this season. Has pitched 14 and a third innings for the Saints. 13 strikeouts so far. And an opposing batting average of .264. That's grounder over to short to Campos. Campos mishandling it. And the defense, which became a problem yesterday for the Saints, rearing the bad part early on here. As Campos moving over from second now over to short today. As Huru and Esparza kind of switching off on how Coach Bruce Ludington had them yesterday. So one aboard. Saints with a 1-0 lead. As Ashley Young to the plate here. That's going to be sent foul out of play. And the count 0-1 here to Young. Young, a sophomore from Los Lunas, New Mexico. With an 0-1 count here. The pitch coming here from Ramirez. Grounder. Picked up there by Elizondo. And not able to turn it. High throw coming from Elizondo over third. A good job for Esparza. Able to come down before the base runner reached. And 1 away, or 2 away now. So Emily Rockford now coming up to the plate, the cleanup hitter. And the DP in this one. She was in the circle pitching in game 1 against Ottawa. The junior from Waterloo, Nebraska. With the pitch here from Ramirez, just off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The last 4 games, Bellevue has been able to get at least 1 run across the plate in the first inning. Right now, 2 outs, the runner at first. Struggled from the plate against Houston Victoria, game 1 for them this year. Houston Victoria had a no-hitter going against them up until 6 2/3 innings before they were able to get their first hit, and then a 2-run homer, which looked good in the stats, but really they struggled from the plate in that game. 2 balls, 1 strike now, but since then the offense has really come alive. But a good job for McCutcheons for Ottawa, who shut them down in the last game after the 3rd inning. 3 balls, 1 strike now, the count here to Rockford. Rockford 273 with an RBI this year, 333 on base. Stands here looking at a hitter's count. And the pitch pulls it foul. She's been a hard out for the Saints this weekend. She's taken a lot of pitches. She had a 14-pitch at bat against Sierra Martinez on Friday. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now, 2 outs here. Pitch coming from Ramirez, and it's going to be foul. And again, proving to be a tough out for Saints pitchers. It's Angela Ramirez. Picked up the win in game 1 of the year. And trying to pick up her 2nd victory here today. Transfer from Trinity Valley College. And ball 4 the walk. So 2 aboard now with 2 outs. And the Saints, and again, Saints pitching, well, the team has struggled of trying to get easy innings. Just 3 1-2-3 innings this weekend for the Saints. That's a pitch for good for a strike. 0-1 the count there. The teams have been able to get base runners on against them. As Egan now, the left fielder, fouls it back 0-2. Marcella Egan out of Anaheim, California. He's had a strong weekend. 400 average, home run, 7 RBIs, a 500 on base percentage. Now with 2 aboard. An 0-2, and that's popped up. Campos able to get it, and the Bruins will leave 2 aboard. Saints get out of it. Top of the second coming up. Saints lead 1-0. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Top of the second inning coming up here. Saints with a 1-0 lead on the Bruins of Bellevue. Out of Bellevue, Nebraska. Savannah Gunn getting ready to set things up. Maddie Young. Maddie Nunn leading things off for the Suns. So Maddie Nunn, Caitlin Esparza, and Abigail Elizondo do up for the Saints here at the top of the second. Maddie moving down in the batting order just a bit, despite the strong start she's had on the season. Looks at the first pitch for a strike, 0-1 the count. 455 average with 2 RBIs this year, 500 on base percentage. She's found ways to get on. Just the trouble has been trying to get her around to score. Looks at that one, 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to none. Now the senior from Cibolo, Texas, Steele High School graduate. Or the junior, actually. The 1-1 falls away off the zone there for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Madison Nunn. So Madison went 2 for 6 against Bellevue yesterday. Had a double. And that's high up in the air. Coming over from left field to grab that one is Egan. Or actually coming in from short there. Blymaster able to come away with it. So 1 away.
Second baseman, number 00, Caitlin.
So 00, Caitlin Esparza now coming up to the plate. Sophomore from San Antonio, MacArthur High grad, comes up to the plate. Her first appearance here today, here in the top half of the second inning. Saints with a 1-0 lead. That's in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. It's been a big matchup here to them to play Bellevue. 3 times now. Bellevue receiving votes in the preseason coaches top 25. That's grounder over to second. Picked up by Kidman over to first and 2 away. Coach Bruce Liddington talking to his players and asking them what they needed to do to become a ranked team. And he said what they need to do is they need to beat ranked teams. And Bellevue receiving votes. It's a good start to try and beat teams like this. So they need to beat teams like this, teams like Houston, Victoria, who get ranked. And you start doing that, then you'll be a ranked team, he said. It's 1 ball, no strikes to count here. It's Abigail Elizondo, a freshman from San Antonio, and that's going to be set, and it's going to be caught. Grabbing that one right out of the air. Egan, a good job, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, they go. Top of the second. Bottom of the second coming up. Saints lead 1-0 over the Bruins. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Bottom half of the second inning. As Lauren Russell, Ellie Blindmaster, and Kelsey Arnold do up for the Bruins. We'll foul that one off. Moving the coaches out of the way. Trying to knock the stool out from underneath coach there. No balls, 1 strike. Russell coming up here. 154 on the year with a home run and 6 RBIs. Up high, and the count goes 1-1. Russell, a freshman from Denver, Colorado. Erie High School grad. Bellevue out of the North Star Athletic Association. Picked second in their conference. Behind Dickinson State University out of North Dakota. As watches that pitch for a ball from Ramirez. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. And again, that one's going to go foul. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's going to be 3-1. So it's going to be a violation. They said she took her foot off the rubber before. Field umpire come over there. And that's a good job of coming over and talking to Ramirez, and it's making a teaching moment of to watch that step there. And so 3 balls and 1 strike, now 3-2. The count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And time called there from Russell. Trailing 1-0 here in the second. Ramirez sits up high in the air and calling off Campos was Luna, who came in from left to get it.
Ellie Blymeister.
So 1 out. Ellie Blymeister coming up to the plate now for Bellevue. As Ramirez checks the signal, and that's pulled again, foul. Getting swinging early on that, pulling that foul. Meister 235 on the year now with an RBI. Stepping up here. Sophomore from Lincoln, Nebraska. Will rocket that one foul. So no balls, 2 strikes coming up here with 1 out. Pitch here from Ramirez off the plate. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here. And that's going to go foul. Count stays 2-2. And again, they're making the Saints pitchers work. That's over 25 pitches now. Ramirez. And we're an inning and a third in. So the 1-2. And again, fights it off, gets a piece of it. 1-2 stays. So the 1-2 count coming here. Ramirez. Up high, ball 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Arnold on deck. That's it, high up in the air. Campos will bring it in, 2 down.
2 outs for the first baseman in the team, Kelsey Arnold.
So 2 outs now, nobody on. Kelsey Arnold coming up to the plate. The sophomore from Corona, California. The first pitch up high, ball 1-0 the count. That's fouled back. 1-1 the count coming here. And again, fouls off, fighting that one. And a call, strike 3. 3 away. 1, 2, 3, they go in order. Top of the third coming up. Saints lead 1-0. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back. Alain Campos to lead things off for the Saints. It's going to be Campos and then the top of the order back up with Garza and Luna. Saints with a 1-0 lead here on the Bruins of Bellevue. Saints trying to bounce back after losing the last three. Bellevue after trying to bounce back after losing the last one. First pitch, ground to short. Blymeister over to first. One away, one pitch, one out.
Number 27, Nelly Garza.
So Nelly Garza now coming to the plate. Garza 0 for 1, struck out her last time up. And Zach Crowder again, Blymeister. 2 down.
Left fielder number 25, Luna.
So 2 pitches and 2 outs. Two outs here. Riley Luna coming up. Luna 1 for 1 has scored a run today. Shows the bunt up and in, ball 1-0. So she will help the Saints avoid the video game half inning of 3 pitches and 3 outs here. We'll take that one inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes now to Luna. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's going to be called a strike and 1-1 to count here to Luna. Again, singled infield hit last time to short. 417 average on the year. 500 on the on-base percentage for Luna. Freshman out of Converse, Texas. The strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one bounces. Kinsman coming in over. Gonna be out. 3 up, 3 down. They go. 7 straight retired by Gunn, and we will go bottom of the third. 1-0 Saints lead. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Bottom of the third coming up. And the bottom of the order coming up for Bellevue. So Maya Montero, the freshman from Corona, California, coming up to the plate. Batting 083 on the year. Takes her way up. Corona, California. Los Angeles area. Near Irvine and Santa Ana. That's popped up. Coming forward and making the out in right field as Garza one away. So 1 out coming up, and the top of the order now back up for the Bruins as it's Catlin Kinman, who's 0 for 1. She has been a tough out this weekend for everyone here. Looks at that pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count to Kinman. She fouled out her last time up. 474 batting average this year. A 545 on base. Swings and comes up empty on that one. 1-1 the count. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Picked up her 3rd home run in the first game today. A leadoff homer against Ottawa. 1-1 the count. That one just missing, just up high. And the count 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's popped up, and it's going to go out of play. Just in front of a passing vehicle. So the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. And the 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 down.
2 outs for the catcher, number 11, Allison O'Driscoll.
So that is the 2nd strikeout. Brought up by Ramirez. 15th now on the season. And the first strikeout for Kinman this year. Allison Driscoll now, the catcher coming up to the plate, 0 for 1. First pitch, grounded foul. 0-1 the count to Driscoll. Junior out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Iowa Western Community College transfer. She reached base on an error back in the first inning. 333 the average with an RBI this year. And 1-1 now the count. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here from Ramirez. Ramirez checking the band on the wrist for the pitch. That's going to be low. 2-1 the count here to O'Driscoll. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike here. And the pitch. Low, ball 4. Second walk, and the second time O'Driscoll has reached base today.
2 outs.
And that is going to bring up Ashley Young to the plate. As Young 0 for 1 here on this one. So that ends a streak of 6 in a row, retired by Ramirez. Just off the plate on that one for a ball. 1-0 the count now. 1 ball, no strikes. That's high in the air. Matty Nunn calling him off, brings it, and that'll do it. They'll leave 1 aboard, and we head to the top of the 4th. Saints still with the lead, 1-0. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Top of the 4th, Saints with a 1-0 lead on the Bruins of Bellevue, University of Nebraska, as Joanna Gonzalez will lead things off for the Saints.
Top of the 4th inning for the Saints. The catcher.
Gonzalez,
Joanna
0 for 1 today. She grounded to short back in the 1st inning. 286 average on the year with a home run, 3 RBIs coming up. Make sure you follow the Saints on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Softball. For more information, go to the website, www.ollusaintsathletics.com. That's going to be a strike, 0-1 the count. Also, make sure you click the subscribe button down below to catch alerts for live broadcast and for any other content on the OLLU Saints YouTube page. The ball's 1 strike here to Gonzalez. And we'll chop that foul down the third base side. 0-2 the count now for the junior from San Benito, Texas. 0-2 count coming here. Gonzalez, Montgomery, and Moreno due up for the top of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch. It's going to find its way into center field. And a nice job of keeping that in front of her by Montero. Will keep Gonzalez at first base. And that'll bring up Ariel Montgomery. As Montgomery 1 for 1 with an RBI on a double her last time up. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner coming over to first base now. We'll see who the lucky runner will be. Coming in, it's going to be Deandra Vera. Sophomore out of Uvalde, Texas.
Nobody out for the first baseman, number 16, Ariel Montgomery.
So Ariel Montgomery comes up with a runner at first. Montgomery doubled to right last time up, drove in a run. Now 154 on the year with a home run, 2 RBIs, 267. She's got 2 hits on the year, one's a double, one's a home run, and Veta on her way to second. On the wild pitch. So Veta at second base now, 1 ball, no strikes, and nobody out. At a runner in scoring position. Well, Driscoll is going to go out to talk to Savannah Gunn. We have a little talk to her. There's a gun, a freshman out of Forney, Texas. Come in here and have a little meeting at the mound. And now we will get back to action here. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Montgomery steps in. Runner at second. 1-0 the count. Good with the pitch. Puts the bunt down. Nicely put. Avoiding it. She beats it. She beats it, and runners are on the corners. And that'll bring excitement from the Saints bench. As Montgomery now at first. Veta at third. Runners on the corner. That will bring up Ulyssa Moreno.
Designated player, number 8, Ulyssa Moreno.
So Ulyssa Moreno coming up now. 0 for 1 this afternoon. Going to be a quick little, have a meeting at the mound here. As they're talking things over, now we're going to get back to going as Ulyssa Moreno coming back. Montgomery heading back over to first. Veta at third base. Runners on the corners, no outs. Saints threatening. So Moreno steps in here. Lined it to second back in the first. 182 on the year. Chance to make some noise here with runners on the corners and nobody out. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Moreno. This is a sophomore out of Austin, Texas. UT Arlington transfer. So with no balls and a strike. Pitch up high. Evens up at 1-1. After today, the Saints will head out on the road as they will be taking on Texas Lutheran on the 13th. And they will also be playing Laterno. Same day as Laterno will come down from Longview. And mishandled there. Run scores. Runners first and second now. Nobody out. 2-0 Saints lead. As Maddie Nudd now makes her way up. With runners at first and second and nobody out. So Nudd 0 for 1. So charging through there, not able to get it cleanly. It was just a very nice bunt put down there by Moreno to give her the hit. So runners at first and second. Puts the bunt down again. So foul ball, they said a double hit. So no balls, 1 strike here to Nudd. Nudd flied to left back in the second inning and robbed of extra bases by a great grab from Egan. Now comes up here after the double hit. 0-1 count now to Maddie. Shows bunt again, now pulls back up with it. Pitches up high and away ball. Montgomery at second, Moreno at first for the Saints. And showing bunt, brings back and looks at it, low ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball got away. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the 2-1 pitch coming here from Savannah Gunn. Puts the butt, foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 aboard and nobody out. Caitlin Esparza in the on-deck circle for the Saints. The Saints again taking on TLU and Laterno next week. In 4 games on the 13th and 14th. Play each team once each day. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And pulls that one. Foul, and Egan able to bring that down. And 1 away. So Caitlin Esparza now coming up to the plate. Saints won't be back home again until February 20th. They have a doubleheader against St. Thomas. Then on the 21st, they'll have a doubleheader against Southwestern University. So we'll be coming down from Georgetown. That's a strike call. 1-1 to count there to Esparza. Esparza 0 for 1. Grounded to second, back in the second inning. 200 on the year. Got an RBI. Let's get another RBI here if she could. Down low ball, 1-1 to count to Caitlin Esparza. Sophomore from here in San Antonio. That's grounded down the line. Gonna be a fair ball. Rounding third, Montgomery on her way, and she's gonna score. And it's 3-0 Saints. So now with runners at second and third, 3-0 Saints lead. As Esparza picking up her second RBI of the season. And Abigail Elizondo coming up to the plate is 0 for 1. Not sure about Bellevue pitching-wise right now. It's both Urick. Swinging a miss there, a strike there, Elizondo. Both Urick and Rockford pitched in the first one. Corey Carrillo is there, the freshman out of Newbury Park, California, but she has an arm in a sling that she didn't have yesterday. So don't expect her to be coming. That's foul out of play. And that's all they have listed as pitchers for them. So Urick, possibility of coming back, or Rockford. But there is some throwing going over for Bellevue as Amanda Plasek and Catherine Kempf are out throwing now. That's off the plate there for Elizondo. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Elizondo 750 now on the season. Batting average lined out her last time up. 3 of 4 this weekend from the plate. That's pulled to left. It's got a chance. It's gone. And home run for Elizondo. Her first. And that'll clear the bases. And it's now a 5 or 6-0 lead for the Saints. So 6-0 Saints lead it. on the 3-run shot from Elizondo. So Abigail Elizondo has come up and she's gotten 4 hits in her first 5 at-bats as a Saint. And they have all been big. Eileen Campos to come up here in just a moment. As Elizondo with 2 doubles now. And a home run on the season, along with a single. And so a ball, 1-0 the count here to Eileen Campos, who grounded to third her last time up. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order on deck, and Garza sends to right, pushes over towards the right side. Young able to come away with it. Nice catch there for the out. So 2 outs now. Nelly Garza, the leadoff hitter, is coming up. Garza 0 for 2 today. Steps in here to the into the box here. A 6-0 Saints lead. That's up high for a ball. As actually going to call a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And that one pushes over the side as Egan. So right and left field making long runs to make the catch. They do it. For the Saints, a big inning as they will take a 6-0 lead with 5 runs in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 6-0 Saints lead. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Saints with a 6-0 lead right now. Here on Bellevue, first pitch of ball. Emily Rockford, the DP, coming up here. Walked her first time up. 273 hitter with an RBI. The 1-0 pitch. Pulled foul. We count 1-1 now on Rockford. Rockford has good job of having long at-bats against the Saints and forcing the pitchers to really work. Now finds a 1-1 count. And a ball there, 2-1. Egan in the on-deck circle. That's popped, fouled out of play. And the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here for Emily Rockford. Junior from Waterloo, Nebraska. 2-2 pitch coming. Fouled back. Stays 2-2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's ripped foul into the dugout for the Saints. Everybody okay there? That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stays the count here on Rockford. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be fouled. And again, staying alive at another long at bat here. Coming for Rockford. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Saints a 6-0 lead on the Bruins. That's towards left, coming up, making the catch is Luna. 1 away.
Number 19, Maricela Egan.
So Maricela Egan coming up to the plate. The junior out of Anaheim, California. In Savannah High School. They're at the Big A, Anaheim. That's inside ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A 6-0 Saints lead here. Angela Ramirez pitching very well. Now it's as it hit her, caught the ground, then bounced up, caught her.
1 out for the third baseman, number 23, Russell. Checked out. Pitch hitter.
So Amanda Plasek is coming in. She will be
Number 16, Amanda Plasek.
coming in to pinch hit. And she'll come in for Lord Russell. As Egan over at first base now. Egan had been 0 for 1. Popped out the short back of the first inning. Now over at first base. Now Plasek up with a runner aboard and 1 out. That's fouled back, 0-1 the count to Plasek. Plasek .333 on the year with an RBI. Snowballs, 1 strike. That's up high for a ball, 1-1 the count now to Plasek. Plasek, the freshman from Omaha. Gets that one called. Strike inside, 1-2 now. The 1-2 count now to Plasek with 1 out and 1 aboard. Blymeister on deck. Holds off on that one. Started to go. Thought twice about it. Evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 count. So 3-2 now with 1 out. Full count Egan at first. Ramirez checks the signal on the wristband. And the pitch. Check swings foul. And the count remains full, 3-2. Bellevue after this will be heading to Allen, Texas. On the 20th and 21st and 22nd, I believe, for the dates. Another tournament out there. They'll be facing Ottawa again. Tabor will be out there and others. And that's popped up in the air. Matty Nutt brings it down. And 2 away. That's going to bring up now Ellie Bleimeisser, who's 0 for 1 coming up to the plate here. There's Bleimeisser's first pitch from Ramirez, up high, ball 1-0. This one ball, no strikes. Runner at first is Egan. Bottom half of the 4th inning with 2 outs and a 6-0 Saints lead here. And that's high in the air, coming over, going to drop foul. That's Luna diving for it, not able to get there. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the 1-1 pitch pops straight up in the air. It's going to come out of play over behind us. And 1-2 now the count on Bleimeisser. Egan at first. And the 1-2. Up high, lets it go. 2-2 the count now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first for Angela Ramirez. The junior out of Converse. And the 2-2 popped up again. Foul out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that again, rip foul. And another good strong at bat here for Bleimeisser, who did pop out to short back in the 2nd inning. 222 with an RBI. As Errol Montgomery comes over to talk to Ramirez for a second. So we'll set things up again here. Deuce is wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner at first. Wind up and the pitch. High in the air. Looking, running over. And not able to make the catch. There's Campos goes sliding in, trying to get it. Close, but couldn't quite get there. And the count stays 2-2. So 2-2 pitch here. Ramirez. Up high to left, back. Luna underneath, camps out, gets it. And zeros across. As we head to the 5th inning. 6-0 Saints lead. Angela Ramirez putting on a show on the circle. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back.
Leading off.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Or top of the fifth inning, it is. Confused there as the Saints, the visiting team officially today. Even though on the home field against Bellevue. Saints with a 6-0 lead. Make sure you follow the Saints on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Use the hashtag OLLU Softball. For more information, go to the website www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Kaylee Luna leading things off, and she'll send the ball into the gap there between defenders, and was able to stand into second with a double. And that will bring up Joanna Gonzalez, who's 1 for 2, singled her last time up. Saints bats starting to come up live here in this one with a 6-0 lead in the fifth. And again, a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Joanna Gonzalez. 333 now hitting. That one ripped in the middle again. Rounding is Luna on her way home. Going to score and make it 7-0 Saints. RBI number 4 for the junior from San Benito, Texas. And that is going to bring up Ariel Montgomery to the plate. So Ariel Montgomery up to the plate. 2 for 2. Has doubled and singled in this one and driven in a run. Now 214 on the year, home run, 2 RBIs, 313 on base percentage for the junior from Castroville, Texas, Medina Valley High School graduate. Step in as the meeting out at the mound. Coach Cimino out there. And there will be a change as Yurk will be coming in. Lauren Yurk, the right-handed pitcher, sophomore out of Bellevue, Nebraska. And with the pitching change, we'll take a quick break with the warm-ups. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Arnold, Montero, and Kinman due up for Bellevue. So Alexia Camacho, actually, well, not going to be in there. And a swing and a miss there. Thought there was a change, but not. Apparently not. As 0-1 count to Arnold. 0 for 1 struck out swinging back in the second inning. No balls, 1 strike. 133 hitter with 2 RBIs here this season. That's popped up, and it's going to come back over the top of us. That's no balls, 2 strikes. And that's it, high up in the air. Luna underneath it. Can't accord. 1 away. Although she made it look a little more difficult, as I think she kind of misread where it was coming and came forward a little too much, but still able to bring it down. So Maya Montero. Actually, no, it's going to be pitch hitter. It's Montero not coming in. It's going to be Mendick coming in. Emily Mendick, number 7. Senior out of Omaha. Or actually, no. Junior out of La Vista, Nebraska.
Pinch hitter, number 7, Emily Minden.
It's 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order due up next. And swing and a miss on that one. 1-1 the count. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Angela Ramirez. Has been in control in that circle this afternoon. Now with 2 balls and 1 strike. The offense has been behind her. She has a 7-0 lead. That's inside, 3-1. And she's given up no runs. That's walk 2. And swing and a miss there, 3-2. She's allowed 3 base runners. 2 have reached on walks and 1 on an error. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Angela Ramirez
The second baseman, number 8, Catelyn Kinman.
picks up her 3rd strikeout now of the game, number 16 on the season. At the top of the order, coming up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As Catelyn Kinman, 0 for 2. Struck out her last time up. Will pop this one up, foul out of play. 0-1 the count. Kinman was the first time she had struck out this year. 450 on the year, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 522 on base. Was popped out in the first and struck out swinging in the 3rd. 0-1 the count here. Fouls that one back, and now behind in the count here, 0-2 to Ramirez. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Called strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Ramirez And they will go down in order 1, 2, and 3. Top of the 6th coming up. 7-0 Saints lead. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Abby Elizondo coming up to the plate. Elizondo now 4 of 5 from the plate this year. 800 average, 1 home run, 3 RBI. She has a home run, 2 doubles, and a single in her first weekend of collegiate softball. First pitch down low and in. 1-0 the count to Elizondo, San Antonio, Texas native. Stevens High School. Steps in the box with a 1-0 count. That's popped up in the air. Kinman underneath. And got it. 1 away. So she's now 4 of 6 this weekend. So Eileen Campos coming up to the plate. Eileen 0 for 2. Coming up here. 7-0 Saints lead. As Urick's pitch, and that's popped in the air. And Blimeister underneath it, and 2 down. It's more back, actually. As Alyssa Moorback, the freshman from Gretna, Nebraska, in right field, replacing Young out there defensively. And now that'll bring up the top of the order. It's Nelly Garza coming up to the plate. Garza struck out looking in the first, grounded to short in the third, flying to left back in the 4th inning. Looks that one for a strike, 0-1 to count to Garza. Now 300 on the year with an RBI, 333 on base percentage. So Urick has come in relief of Gunn. Looks at that one, that's going to coming in plain shallow was Egan to pull it in. 1, 2, 3, they retire the Saints in order. Bottom of the 6th. Coming up. Saints lead 7-0. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. 7-0 Saints lead. Angela Ramirez 6 outs away. As in the circle here. As the tough out is coming up here. As Allison Driscoll come to the plate. She's 0 for 1, but she has reached both times. And that weird stat of it counting against you, reaching on an error, but she reached on an error first time, walked her last time up. And she has been the offensive production for Bellevue in this one. As Driscoll and Rockford, the only two who have reached base for Bellevue in this one. And that's it. Right side, push foul out of play, 0-1 the count to O'Driscoll. 333 average with an RBI. 429 on base for the catcher. Junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. That's Angela Ramirez. The slight edge of the count here. No balls and 1 strike. Up and away. So that one gets away a little bit from her. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. O'Driscoll, Moorback, and Rockford due up here in this bottom half of the 6th. And that's fouled away. The count goes 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Up in the zone. Ball 2-2 the count. Ramirez. Over 85 pitches now for Ramirez. They've given up just 3 base runners here in this one. And 2 walks and 1 reached on an error. As O'Driscoll was the one who's reached twice, once on a walk, once on an error. And Rockford, the other one to reach on a walk. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here, bottom half of the 6th inning. 7-0 Saints lead over the Bruins of Bellevue. Fouls back, catching just a piece of it.
New second baseman for the Saints is Felicity Villanueva.
So Felicity Villanueva
Esparza moves to right field.
has come in. Caitlin Esparza moves to right field for the Saints. It's a change there. Jennifer Estrada at short now. Ball 4. 3rd walk given up. 2nd 1-2. O'Driscoll. As Driscoll has reached base 3 times today, 2 walks and reached on an error. As again, she has been the only offense so far for Bellevue. So coming in, the new right fielder, Alyssa Moorback, with her first appearance of the season. And looks to the first pitch there for a ball low, 1-0 the count. It's Moorback, a freshman from Gretna, Nebraska. 1-0 the count here. Swing and a miss, 1-1. That's Emily Rockford in the on-deck circle. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's going to break it up. That'll break up the no-hitter. So runners at first and second now with nobody out.
First hit given up by Angela Ramirez.
So twice
Designated player number 24, Emily Rockford.
this weekend, Bellevue has gone into the 6th inning without a hit. Did it the first game against Houston Victoria on Friday. We'll get their first hit at the bottom of the 7th. Now gets their hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Rockford comes in. The no-no is gone. And 0-1 the count to Rockford with runners at first and second, nobody out. Now just got to get out of the inning. So Rockford 0 for 1. And that's going to be foul. As she's walked and flied to left today. As Rockford into the Saints bench area again, as Rockford has rocketed quite a few that direction this weekend. Snowball's 2 strikes. Definitely a pull hitter. And pulls again. Foul. Trying to make this a much more interesting contest here. As she does have power. Just has not had been able to keep it between the lines with some of that power here this weekend so far. That's popped up as Joanna Gonzalez catches into the fence and the netting. So no balls and 2 strikes here. It's Rockford. The 0-2 pitch. So dead ball did not avoid contact. So she's not going to be hit by a pitch. Let's call it a dead ball. You have to make an attempt to get out of the way. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Pitch here. And again, pulled foul. As Rockford pretty much stakes claim to this batter's box when she's up to bat. Spends quite a while there. It's like a home away from home for her against Saints pitchers in the 3 games that she has batted in. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled again. And again, coming around early on it, pulling. Definitely a pull hitter. So 1 ball, 2 strikes come up. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes coming. And the pitch from Ramirez again. And that time right into the brand new speakers.
That foul ball brought to you by Radio Shack. Radio Shack for new speakers.
So Bellevue can make check payable to Our Lady of the Lake University for the new speaker. No, no, it's fine. That's why we can't have nice things. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that's up and away out of the zone. 2-2 the count here. It's Rockford. As Rockford, who started this at bat back in 1986. Still going here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pitch here from Ramirez. Again, foul. And again attacking that netting and the Saints dugout. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouled back again. As we'll be renaming that batter's box after Emily Rockford, since she has spent more time there than anyone. And she has done a good job. She has fought to stay alive here at this at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again. Foul. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Emily Rockford. That's Angela Ramirez. Has gone through 2 birthdays since this at-bat had started. And the 2-2. Ball 3. Something's got to give soon. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Called strike 3. And strikeout number 5. Emily Rockford, conversation with the umpire. Umpire made the call. So 1 out now. Marcella Egan coming up to the plate now. With 1 out and 2 on. That's it. High out of play, foul. .375 average on the year now. Egan, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. Popped to short, back in the 1st. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Now with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 7-0 Saints lead here. Saints trying to get to 2 and 3 on the year. Bellevue, a lot of work needed for them right now. As they're looking right now going to 3 and 3 on the year, unless they can make the comeback. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Egan. And the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back, stays 1 and 2. Nearing 110 pitches here for Ramirez. I believe it's pretty safe that about 35 of those pitches, of those 110 or so, 35 to 40 were to Emily Rockford in her 3 at-bats today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch here to Egan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 strikeouts now for Ramirez.
2 outs for third baseman number 23, Lauren Russell.
So Amanda Plasek will be coming up to the plate again. 19 strikeouts now on the season for Ramirez. And fouled back 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike here, 2 outs. Pitch inside, ball 1-1 to count. One count coming. With 2 aboard and 2 outs. So Meta's trying to get out of the 2 on, and that's going to find the gap. Not stopped by none. 1 will score. O'Driscoll comes across, and the shutout is gone as well here. 7-1, Saints lead. So Driscoll scores the RBI number 2 for Plasic. And now runners second and third and 2 outs. And Ellie Blymeister coming to the plate here. As trying to start the rally here. Trailing by 6 with 2 outs here. Ramirez throws first pitch strike, 0-1 to count to Blymeister. 0 for 2. Popped to short in the second, fly to left in the fourth. 2-11 on the year, 1 RBI. With runners at second and third and 2 outs. And that's popped straight up in the air. And coming over and grabbing it, Estrada, 3 away. They get a run across, and they get the first hit of the game as well. Saints still have the lead by 6, 7-1. Bottom of the 7th coming, or top of the 7th coming up. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Top half of the 7th inning. No hitter is gone. Shutout is gone, but lead still stands for the Saints here. 7-1 against the Bruins of Bellevue. Okay.
In the top of the 7th inning.
So pinch hitter coming up is Kaylee Norris. Sophomore from Schertz, Texas coming up. Samuel Clemens High School graduate. As Urick. First pitch up high for a ball, 1-0 the count. As we hit the 2-hour mark of this one. And that's down the line, fair. Rounding first on her way. The second is Norris. Norris is going to stand up and a double. Leadoff double. Joanna Gonzalez coming up to the plate.
One on, nobody out for the catcher.
Joanna Gonzalez. 2 for 3 with an RBI coming up. She singled her last 2 times up. And the on-deck circle is going to be Caitlin Salazar. As Gonzalez comes up. First pitch up high for a ball. 1-0 the count. And that's a way ball. 2 balls, no strikes here to Joanna Gonzalez. Now 375 on the year. With a home run and 4 RBIs. 412 on base percentage. That's a way ball. 1-0. Or 3-0. Programming update coming up Tuesday. Just added yesterday. Baseball will be taking on Oklahoma Wesleyan. 2 o'clock start time. On Tuesday, doubleheader. More information, go to the website, www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Sent back to center. That has a chance. It's off the wall. Norris rounding third. Gonzalez will come back, and the RBI double for Gonzalez. Her second RBI of the day, 5th RBI of the season, and the Saints lead back to 7 at 8-1.
Pinch hitter number 14,
Caitlin Salazar coming in. She'll be pinch hitting now for Ariel Montgomery. As Coach Bruce Lennington giving his some of his players a chance to play here with the 7-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Salazar, fouled back out of play, 0-1 the count. The Caitlin Salazar. Salazar, junior from San Antonio, Southwest High School, Southwest Dragon. Steps up here, 0-1 count. And that one's going to be fouled back. So no balls and 2 strikes here for Caitlin. Setting up here and the circle. Urich has done a good job to cool the Saints bats a little bit, coming in relief for Savannah Gunn. But giving up the run there, bringing it back to a 7-run lead for the Saints. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Salazar. That one up the middle, going to find its way into center. Joanna Gonzalez is going to stop at third. Now runners on the corners. And nobody out. And so now, Marissa Bradley, the freshman from Seguin, coming up now. Seguin High School grad. Outside of San Antonio on I-10 all the way to Houston. That's where you'll find Seguin. As Bradley to make her first appearance at the plate. She has had courtesy runner duties. And now she comes up with runners on the corners and nobody out. That's Maddie Nudd in the on-deck circle. And that's going to be low ball. 1-0 the count. Coming here for Bradley. That's 1 ball, no strikes. And that's going to be low. And the count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Bradley. And that'll be a strike, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's Bradley coming up here. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and that's going to be actually 2-2 now with the strike call there on Bradley. The Saints trying to pick up the second win, end the 3-game losing streak, go to 2-3 before they head over to Texas Lutheran on the 13th. That's going to be just off the plate there. That's a close one. 3-2 the count. So they'll take on Texas Lutheran and Laterno University. Laterno will come down from Longview. 13th and the 14th for those 4 games in 2 days, and that's fouled to get out of play. Oh, almost. Arnold almost able to come up with that. Trying to catch it on top of the dugout area. 3-2 stays the count. Runners on the corner. Nobody out here. As Bradley steps in here. Pitch from Urick. As that was inside and jammed her, and she pulls it foul. Stays 3-2. And 3-2. Foul back again. This count stays full. As Bradley taking a chapter from Rockford here, keeping the at-bat alive. And the 3-2 swing and a miss on that one. So 1 out. So Maddie Nunn will come up.
Center fielder number 3, Maddie Nunn.
Coming up 1 for 3 in this one. She'll make her way here to the box again. Runners on the corners with 1 out now here in the top of the 7th inning. And that's it high up. Coming back is Kenman, who makes the out at 2 down. And that is going to bring up Devin Miller, the freshman from Marion, Ohio. Comes up to the plate as Miller.
Pinch hitter number 18, Devin Miller.
So Miller had her debut yesterday, coming in. Will now come in for the pinch hitting duties now. As Miller steps in with Urick in the circle, and the pitch up high, ball 1, 1-0 the count. There to Miller. Freshman 5'9" out of Marion, Ohio. Swings, misses at that one, 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. That's up and away for a ball, and 2-1 the count now. Two and 1. That's going to be called a strike. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming. Fouled back and stays 2-2. Miller steps back into the box here. And that's a ball. The count's going to be full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch coming. Called strike 3, and that'll do it. Miller will go down, and that will do it for the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Last chance for Bellevue. They got some work to do. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back.
Pinch hitter number 21.
That's Sydney Hoggard. Sydney, so well, let me check it again here, make sure. Sydney Hoggard.
Sydney Hoggard, number 21.
Up to the plate here to pinch hit here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Bellevue trailing 8-1. As Angela Ramirez trying to get the complete game here and to pick up her 2nd victory of the year. The pitch there is a ball. Want to know the count. That's going to be set foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Ramirez trying to go to 2-1 on the year. Here at her 4th or her 3rd start, and that's set high up in the air. Backing up, grabbing that one is Lestrada, and 1 away. That brings up Emily Mendick to the plate, the junior from La Vista, Nebraska. Swings and misses at that one. It would have won the count. The Mendick. Mendick hitless on the season. 0 for 2 coming on. Most of her duties so far this year have been running. And the courtesy runner there. No 2 count here early on from Ramirez. And the 0-2 pitch with one out coming. And that foul ball to call. The count stays 0-2. So Angelo Ramirez, 6 in the third innings. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run. Struck out 6 and walked 3 today. And now swing and a miss, strike 3, number 7. And her 20th of the season now for the junior from Converse.
Second baseman Kidman.
So Kidman now coming up to the plate here. The bottom of the 7th. The last out here for Bellevue. Kidman 0 for 3 has struck out twice. And that's fouled off 0-1. So since the end of the third inning, the bats of the first game, the bats just kind of went silent, and that'll be grabbed there in left field. As the Saints come away with the win, as Luna able to roll that up, and the Saints will get the win 8-1, and the Saints will go to 2-3 on the year. And the Saints will improve to 2-3. Bellevue will drop to 3-3 on the year. Coming up next for Bellevue, as they will be playing on the 20th against Tabor University in Allen, Texas. And they also play Ottawa again on the 20th and Arizona Christian. Up next for the Saints will be on the 13th up in Kerrville, taking on Texas Lutheran. And then they will take on Laterno later on. Next up for the Saints, next up for broadcasting for the Saints coming up Tuesday, baseball. We'll have our first baseball of the year, doubleheader, coming up on Tuesday. Saints will be taking on Oklahoma Wesleyan out at Missions Baseball Academy, doubleheader starting at 2 o'clock. We'll have that for you. So, from everybody here at the OLLU Saints Softball Stadium here, newly renovated, beautiful out here. Can't wait for the folks to come in next year when we allow fans back in. So, but it's been great. Saints get the win here. Fun weekend. Saints now 2-3 on the year. And we'll see them again on the 20th against St. Thomas in a doubleheader here. So, from everybody here at the OLLU Softball Stadium, Mike Thompson saying so long, everybody. We'll catch you next time.